everyone. My name is Shelley. I'm from Tillsonburg. So I've been a run organizer since 2019, and I've been participating in the run. I missed the first 2 years because of treatment, but since then, so for many, many years, I've been doing this. Yeah. All right, so I'm going to talk to you a little bit about just some of the things that we have done to promote and market our run. So I come from a very small town. Most people haven't heard of it. We have a population of about 18,000. So when we first started the run, our goal is $1 for every person, and now we're up to $3 for every person in town. All right. So I always start every Terry Fox initiative with a little quote. And the impossible can be done. And you have to sometimes you just have to look in a mirror to know that. Okay, so before we can do anything, when I first started out, I was the only person because the run organizer prior to me was a superstar, and I could not do as much work as she did. So we immediately started to bring together an organizing committee, and I'm going to come back to this organizing committee a lot because I only do like a tiny minutia of the run, and the organizing committee does all the rest. So we have 10 core members, and we range in age from 21 to 72 years. And it's very important to us that we did that because we wanted a huge range of people. We wanted all different types of backgrounds. We host our first kickoff meeting in April. We do monthly meetings from April to July, and then we go to, in August, we start doing it every other week. And then once we get into September, we start doing weekly meetings. So we thought that there should be a bunch of roles. So obviously you have your run organizer, all the people in this room. But we also needed a volunteer coordinator. We needed someone to deal with social media, someone to deal with teams, and community outreach, and a photographer. You need a full-time photographer, I'm sorry. So this was our committee, and the reason why I'm showing you this is why we're going to our committee is because of all the jobs that we have to do promoting the run in the beginning. So just a few do's and don'ts that we've come across, and thankfully the speakers before me went through a bunch of this, which is great. So have a meeting agenda, have clear expectations, take notes, list tasks. I love some of the ideas I just heard, so I'm going to be using some of those. Always have a post-run meeting immediately following the run. We go back to it every year. Try to recruit members of different backgrounds, age, occupations, and interests. Say thank you a lot, all the time, every time you talk to them. Some don'ts. Don't expect more than what is offered to you, and don't serve tequila until after the meeting is over. You only learn that once. Okay, so we deal with 3 different types. We kind of organize our committee into 3 teams. So we have participant outreach, we have business outreach, and community outreach. So I'm just going to get into detail a little bit. See that nice picture? That's why you need a photographer. So we participate in 2 to 3 events a month from June to September. This is our booth. So we have ourselves at different places like the farmers market. We go to the mall. We set up booths. We hit any type of event in town. So our town does Canada Day breakfast and Turtle Fest. We create a booth. We go out. We let people know when the event is, where it is. We also hit volunteer fairs because you never know. And at these events, we encourage sign up, we sell t-shirts, and we collect donations. One little tip I'll say, if you have access to like a cell phone, anything, but if you can get connected to Wi-Fi and have the sign up link going all the time, you'd be surprised at how many people actually sign up for the run to participate right then and there. So if you just hand them everything, you're good to go. So last year, someone gave a talk where they talked about teams and about they had like, try to get a business team, try to get a family team. We really liked that talk. So whoever gave that talk, that was really good. Because you really, really inspired us. And just this past year alone, about 75% of the money that we raised came directly from Teams participants. Yeah. So how did we get some teams? We basically started working within the community. So we started speaking. We got a story together. Not thankfully, but I have a story to tell about my cancer journey. Find others. One of the things that we do when we do these speaking engagements is that we ask everyone to close their eyes, and I ask, how many people have had cancer? Raise your hand. And usually I will get to how many people have had a sibling or a family member have cancer. And by the time I get to that question, about 3 questions in, everyone's hand is raised in the air. Cancer has touched every single person, every single one in this room, but everyone outside this room too. So find your story and tell it and scream it. And if someone gives you a microphone, use it. One thing that we have been talking a lot to teams, and specifically our business teams, and I'm going to get into this, is matching donations. So they want to support companies who want to support their employees. If their employees are getting together and putting together a team and doing some fundraising, guaranteed we can get that business to match those donations. So our challenge last year, our goal was to get one team in each of these 4 groups, just one. And the reason for that was because we decided to do a team challenge. So we were able to get a business team, a community group team, it's actually a church. We were able to get a sports team to come out and put a team together, and an additional family team. Once we got that one team, we were able to write a letter from those teams, and we sent out that letter to other like-minded teams. We invited them to come. We asked them to join us. We made it a competition. So we ended up increasing our teams 3-fold by doing that one thing. So your teams are your advocates. Your participants are your advocates. Get them to be the voices. So it's just about amplifying your message across many, many people. So use your teams for that. It was really successful, and we're doing it again this year. So business outreach. So obviously connecting with local businesses, not only do we use their products, not only do they donate goods, sometimes they'll use their big signs to promote your run. It's a really, really great way. If you have a BIA downtown, a Business Improvement Association, most towns do. If you have a Chamber of Commerce, go to a meeting. Go to a meeting, wear your shirt, make sure everyone there knows that you are holding a Terry Fox run in September. That way, when you go back to their business with the nice posters that we get, they're going to know exactly who you are and what you are doing, and they will put that up immediately. So it's all about building a relationship with them. So donations of goods and services. So I know I see a lot of questions on like the Terry Fox Facebook page about donation of goods and services. So all of those things that you see in the pictures, the pop-up, the door hangers that we do for new communities. We do a dog, I don't know, it's like a dog setup for all the dogs at the run. That's all donated. Everything is donated. We get a DJ. They donate every year. These are all donations of goods and services that you can use for your run. So the first thing we do is determine your need. We get a lot of offers from a lot of businesses that we really don't know what to do with some of the, and like, we just don't know. So we always say, try to determine your need. Think of the fun things you want to do at your event, and then figure out what you're going to need to do that fun thing. So who can meet that need? So there's a list of businesses, there's community groups, there's, you know what, dig deep. That's where that committee comes in, because you have, like they said in the first presentation, like all the brains going at once. So make the ask, and I think the next speaker is actually going to go into the how-to of that. So I'm just going to leave that one for now. And then you're going to follow up, and then you're going to thank that business before, during, and after the run. So I know a lot of people have a hard time making the ask. You're not making the ask. You're doing it on behalf of Terry. And I don't know about you guys, but I will do anything for Terry. So remember I told you that sometimes we get stuff that we just don't know what we're going to do with. So just so you know, that middle picture right there, those are like those diamond pictures, you know, you make the little pictures with. So there's a group of ladies that's what they do for crafts, and they gave me about 200 of them. And we did not know what to do. So we had a silent auction. So use those goods and services to fundraise. So we have done fundraising barbecues where all the food was donated by our local Sobeys, and they let us do a barbecue there. We've done silent auctions when we have things we don't know what to do with. We're just going to auction them off. Oh, and by the way, I went around and tried to boost all the auction numbers one year when we did it. So I went around and did all these bids. Be prepared, because you may be buying. Just so you know, it doesn't always work. So we had some bake sales. So truth be told, like, I am a photographer, which makes life easier, but I am a food photographer. Yeah. So I deal with a lot of baked goods. So we actually had Terry's bake sale, and we raised $500 one afternoon doing a bake sale. So what else did we do? Cookie sales. So bottom left, those are cookies. So we get our team together every year. We make Terry Fox cookies. It's a lot of fun. We charge a lot of money. And if people question how much money they cost, we charge them double. Just so you know. We've also done book sales in the past. We had a bunch of donated books. We were able to secure an empty storefront from the BIA, and they let us have a book sale. These are just a few ideas. We had some pizza parties. We had Domino's donated pizza. So we took it to the businesses of one of our teams and had a pizza party there. And we raised so much money. I was shocked they were willing to pay $5 for a slice of pizza. So yeah, it was good. A lot of fun. And if you are not sure, so the bottom right-hand corner, we got a donation from Coils. I know when Terry was doing the Marathon of Hope, he stopped in at Coils, which was great, in Tillsonburg, and they gave him a basket of goods. So they actually recreated the basket for us. And we do a draw and draw it to whoever happens to be available. So it's a great way to just make a little extra, because it's all about the little extra. Those little extras, too, can pay for some pretty cool things at your run, just so you know. All right, so community outreach. So connecting with other community groups, nonprofits, local events, all of that stuff. So I go out and I will speak to the Rotary Club, the Lions Club, the Kinsmen, the Kinettes. Not only are you getting word out that you're hosting a run, but a lot of those clubs, they do fundraising on their own, and they got some money. So a lot of them will donate to our run. They will not only donate money, but they will also donate their time. So one year, the local Rotary Club were our road marshals. So it was really, really good to make that connection. Youth groups and sports teams, again, volunteers. So nonprofits, I've spoken at Canadian Cancer Society events. Team up with those 100 Women Who Care. I'm not sure if you guys have that here, but group of women who donate their $100 every month, and they give it to a charity, and it's just a lovely way of connecting with the community. And local museums and art galleries. So the reason why I put that on there is because we have a local museum and we have a local art gallery, and both of those places will allow me to set up a little historical booth about Terry Fox every year in September. So you can go out, and so I think I saw like kind of a hint of one just here when I was on my way to the bathroom. So you can see all the fun stuff that and how Terry's been involved in your community throughout the years. It's a really great way of getting your message out. So social media. So every event should have its own social media. We try to bring in someone a lot younger than me to do the social media because I don't do the TikToks, and I don't do that stuff. Yeah, sorry. So, but this is pretty much what we ask our social media coordinator to do for us. So we try to do 2 to 3 posts a week during run season. For us, run season is April till the end of September. At least one of those posts should be original, and then one should be shared from the foundation. I do daily posts in the final 2 weeks, and always have a photo or a video attached. No matter what, it goes further. These social media things it's a popularity contest. You got to make yourself more popular. So, and you got to do it shamelessly. Remember, it's for Terry. So schedule the posts. There is a scheduling tool in Facebook and Instagram. I don't know about the others because I'm too old for the others. But use that scheduling tool and stagger your posts so that they're different times of day. I do all my social media first thing in the morning, so I'll schedule it for later in the afternoon so that at least people who are on not many people are on at 6 a.m. So for the people who are on later, at least they'll be able to see something. Always, always, always link to your donation page. And create your own community hashtag. So the foundation always creates one. Create your own. We have Tillsonburg Terry Fox Run. Simple as that. We've been using that for years, and if you look up our hashtag, you can see everything we've done over the past years, actually, for quite a long time. And create an event, a run event on Facebook. And tag other organizations. When you're giving out your thank yous, this is a great way to thank you, businesses, organizations. Make sure you tag them. And this is the last little bit. So these are just a few little marketing and promotional ideas that we have done that a lot of them can be free, surprisingly, or at least very, very low cost. So we set up shirts, we do speaking engagements, every year we do a photography campaign. Last year we got the Terry pop-up, so we took them all around town and took pictures of Terry and had the whole different community groups get involved. The bottom right-hand side is our photo boards. Every year we do a photo board, and we've been doing it. We have like 30 of them, over 30 of them now, and we put them up every year. We collect all of our shirts and hang our shirts everywhere. Not only do we do that, but we've had a few people who have approached us that can't afford the shirts. So every year we actually take donations of old shirts from people who no longer need them, and then we sell them for $2 to people. So used shirts, we sell them for $2 so that people who can't afford shirts We want everyone in a shirt, every single person who comes out. So it's a great way of doing it. Personal invitations. So I call them personal invitations. You'll see the door hangers we have there. So those were donated by a print shop. Make friends with a print shop. And so what we do is there's lots of house building going on in every town, I'm sure. We go to the new neighborhoods, and we actually personally go door to door and invite them to our run. So, and yeah, there's one of our photos. But yeah, do a photography campaign, have some fun with it, but get out, get involved in many, many community events.